Racism has no space in football. We have to speak against racism. I support Vinicius Jr. Football players who are of black race playing their football in Europe or any part of the world must not be subjected to racial abuse. I support Vinicius Jr. Let's speak against racism. Let's take actions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Football Inside. My name is Kobo. This is your match review of the top 5 European leagues, matches that happen in the top 5 European leagues. Let's get straight into the video. So a lot of football games happen during this weekend. We are getting to the end of the season, so teams will be up for the game because teams are going to go to relegation and all of that. Some are winning the league and all of that. So we had good football during this weekend, and then we are going to start from the French league. We are doing the top 5 European leagues for now. So we are going to start from the French league. We have been starting from EPL and all of that. So we are going to start from the French league. And then in the French league, this is a match, that a good game that went on in the French league. Olympique Marseille versus Lille Metropole. It was 2-1 against Marseille. Marseille are trying to secure their spot for the Champions League. So they are not joking, but Lille Metropole in their home grounds showed them, they taught them a lesson. So it was 2-1 against Marseille. The Marseille goal was scored by Jonathan Klaus, very top right wing back. He's a very good player, Jonathan Klaus. And then Bamba also scored a goal for Lille, and then a goal from Jonathan Davis. This is his 22nd goal of the season. And in the French league, we have to look at the French league. There are young strikers out there performing in the French league. It is not a joke, because when you check the top scorer chart or the goal king chart, Mbappe, he was having 26 goals, and then he scored a goal on Sunday. So Mbappe has 28 goals, Lacazette has 26 goals, this Jonathan Davis has 22 goals, From Balogun has 21 goals, Openda 19 goals. Like, a lot of strikers are scoring in the French league. So if you want a striker, French league is the good place for you. Le Championnat, it is a good place for you to search strikers, because there are prolific strikers out there scoring goals. Even midfielders are even scoring goals. So a good game between Lille Metropole and Olympique Marseille. Olympique Marseille has to be serious going into the end of the league. They have to be very serious, because if you want to secure your spot for the Champions League, you have to be very, 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 very serious. So they lost to Marseille 2-1. PSG also won by 2-1. Goal scored by Mbappe in the 6th minute and in the 8th minute. That brace was just beautiful. And then the opponent also scored a goal scored by Sinayoko, a very, very brilliant goal. So one of the Messi's goals was assisted by Messi, brilliant assist. I think it's a record, 300 and something assists in his career. It's a good gesture for Messi, but he doesn't look happy in PSG. Of course, there are a lot of things happening in PSG concerning Messi, so he wouldn't be happy. So I understand, but in all, the game was good. Mbappe, man, the rate at which the guy scores a goal, the mentality, the technique behind the ball when Mbappe gets to the penalty box is insane. His second goal, it was just brilliant. That guy, Mbappe, that guy is a gem, man. It is not now we are going to talk about Mbappe. We know Mbappe already. So brilliant goal from Mbappe. All the two goals was brilliant. So they won by 2-1. Very good game for PSG. A boost for PSG. A boost for Christophe Galtier. He has to prove something. He has to do something to give Luis Campos and the Qatari investment Al Khalifi the sleepless night not to sack him in the summer. I think they are going to sack him though, but you have to prove something to them that no, you can actually do the job. So a brilliant game from PSG, brilliant goal from Mbappe. Mbappe has 28 goals. He is leading the top scoring charts in France, though. So that is a good gesture for Mbappe. That is a good season for Mbappe so far. I think he's going to score around um, um, 30 goals, over 30 goals this season. He has been doing it for the past season, so it is easy for Mbappe. Olympic Marseille versus AS Monaco. This game, I personally watched this game. This game was insane. The game was beautiful. 3-1 against Monaco. Goal scored by Lacazette, um, Cheki, and Kakwet. Very brilliant players. Brilliant goals. The goal by Cheki was a very technical goal, brilliant goal. And then Beniada opened the score chart. He was on the score sheet in the second minute, just at the starting of the game. Beniada scored a goal. Beniada is also performing. He also has 18 goals in the French league. So the French league, the strikers are showing up. They are scoring the goals. So if you want a striker in the summer, the French league is a very good place for you to go and search for strikers, because they are scoring goals. They are prolific strikers out there in France. It is not news though. They have been producing strikers. They have been producing players for top European leagues. So it is not a news though. So Olympic Marseille also won by 3-1. Lacazette scored a goal. He has 26 goals for the season, chasing Mbappe, but I don't think he will catch Mbappe either. So Lacazette is also performing. He's back to his form. We have this kind of dialect in Chi. I can't dialect that. You baby, I'll baby. It means that when you get to somewhere, the environment is not welcoming you enough, or the environment is not cherishing you enough. Just go to somewhere else. And then we also have something called Sankofa Yinchi. When you do a mistake, going back to go and correct your mistakes is not a taboo at all. It is Sankofa Yinchi. Lacazette came to Arsenal, did very decent in Arsenal, but in the latter days of Lacazette, it was not working for him. So he has to move to where he came from, and that is Olympic Marseille. And then when he moved to Olympic Marseille, he is performing brilliant, absolutely killing it. So it's very good for Lacazette. A career booster for Lacazette. So let's quickly move to RC Lons. RC Lons also performed brilliant. They are doing good. I have been telling you this. I have been saying this. RC Lons are performing brilliant. You know, I think they have qualified for the Champions League. RC Lons, Sheku Fofana, the likes of Openda, those guys, they won by 3-1. Performing brilliant. Away. They killed the game. Sheku Fofana killed the game. Sheku Fofana killed the game for RC Lons. So RC Lons are doing brilliant. I wish they can come to Europe, that is the Champions League, to come and perform brilliant to elevate the name of the Uber Eats League 1. So Le Championnet has to be elevated. The name of the Le Championnet has to be elevated. So RC Lons are performing brilliant. Sheku Fofana, their captain, he has 12 goals as a midfielder. As a central midfielder, he has 12 goals for RC Lons. So it's not easy. They are performing very, 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 very well. RC Lons are absolutely killing it right now. So quickly, let's look at the table. PSG has 84 points plus 50 goals. They are killing it. Yeah, of course, it is PSG. but they are being chased by Arsenal, 78 points. So it's like 6 points between PSG and Arsenal, and that is why PSG hasn't won the league for the first time in about for the first time for about uh, God know how many years. By now, round 36, PSG had already won the league, but this time around, it is a constant, competition between RC Lens and PSG. 6 points. So if PSG slack, Charlie, it is going to be bloody for them. RC Lens are performing 78 points plus 34 goals. They are not scoring enough, or maybe they are conceding a lot. So yes, Marseille is also having 73 points plus 29 goals. They are also doing well. At least Monaco fourth, 68, Lille 66. And let's quickly look at the relegation zone. Angers has 15 points. They have already been relegated. Ajaccio also has 23 points. I think they have also been relegated. Troyes also has 23 points because FC Nantes has 33 points. And I don't think it is round 36, of the Le Championnat. It's left with, let's say, two games. The two games is 6 points. So when you add 6 points to 23, it is going to give you 29, and then the FC Nantes has 36. So the relegation is over. The relegation battle is over. Troyes has been relegated, Ajaccio has been relegated, Angers has been relegated. So they know their stance already. So this is the what happened in the French Ligue 1, Le Championnat. Very, very good games, you know. So yes, very good football. Let's move to Bundesliga. There is a lot happening in the Bundesliga. For the first time for about 10 years, 9 years, it looked like Bayern Munich are not going to win the league, and this is so bad for Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel hasn't been doing so well in Bayern Munich. You know, Bayern Munich is known for this attacking football. They attack you whether you are a better side than them or you are a lower side. They attack you. So they have been scoring 6-7, 6-7, 5-4. They are known for that. But Thomas Tuchel is a little bit reserved. He is not that coach who will go into a game attacking his opponent that much. He is not known for that. He's known for defending a little bit and catching the opponent on counter attack. That is Thomas Tuchel. So it is going to be very difficult for Bayern Munich or Bayern Munich to adapt to the tactics of Thomas Tuchel, and that is what is exactly happening. They lost by 3 goals to 1 to RB Leipzig. Christopher Nkunku is killing it since he came out from injury. He is killing it. So Christopher Nkunku 3-1 against Bayern Munich. Goal scored by Christopher Nkunku, Dominic Jobozilai. They are doing well. And then for the first time, as I said, in some years, it looks like Bayern Munich are not going to win the league. But let's move to Borussia Dortmund. Bayern had already lost, so Borussia Dortmund had the chance to move to the top position with one game to go, just one game. So it means that when Borussia Dortmund wins his last game, he's the champion of the Bundesliga, the German Bundesliga. And then I watched this game. The game was, difficult, very difficult for Borussia Dortmund. They were not scoring. They were wasting chances left, right, center. But at the end, they scored 3-0 to Osberg. Sebastian Haller. I am very happy for that guy, man. That guy had cancer, came back, and he is scoring left, right, center. Sebastian Haller is a striker. When you give him the ball, he's going to just score it for you. That is Sebastian Haller. He scored 2 goals. They are doing well. Dortmund are performing. And what is so good about the Dortmund team is that they have been scoring goals left, right, center. 5-0, 6-0, 3. They have been scoring goals. I think their last 3 matches they have scored about about 14 goals or so. Very, very brilliant, very encouraging for Dortmund. I just wish they are not going to sell some of their squad. They are just going to improve the squad. Of course, Jude Bellingham is going to leave, but they have to improve their squad. Kudus Mohamed is a very fine option to replace Jude Bellingham. They have to talk to Ajax. It is not going to be easy, but they have to talk to Ajax. So Borussia Dortmund also won, so they are now top of the league. Eintracht Frankfurt also drew against Schalke 04. They spoiled my bet. They wasted by slips. It wasn't easy. An early match, all my slips was gone. I was down a little bit, but we move again, we go again. So let's check out the table for the Bundesliga. This season's Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund are leading by 70 points. 33 games, just a game to go. 70 points. Bayern Munich has 68. RB Leipzig 63. Union Berlin 59. Freiburg 59. So Freiburg is just behind Union Berlin. They have a chance to move to the Champions League spot. So they have to be quick. Freiburg has to be quick. I don't know who they are going to play in the last game of their season, but let's check out the relegation zone. Schalke 04 has 31 points, sitting on 17th. FC Bochum has 32 points, sitting on 16th. And the Bundesliga is structured in such a way that when you get to, or when you finish 16th, you are going to play a playoff game between a team in the Bundesliga too. So when you are at 16th, you are not going to be relegated just like that. You will play a playoff game. So FC Bochum is currently sitting at the playoff position, but the points tally is too close, just 1 point. Between FC Bochum and Schalke 04. Hertha Berlin has already been relegated already, 26 points. They are not going to get 34 points. So they have already been relegated. But Schalke 04, I don't want them to be relegated. They just came back in the Bundesliga. I don't want them to be relegated. So they have to go hard in their last game. So this is what happened in the Bundesliga. And then upset over upset over upset. It looked like Bayern Munich are losing their title. I feel bad for Bayern Munich, and even Thomas Tuchel. I feel bad for him because I see him to be a top coach, but it looked like his work at Bayern Munich is not working. Get kicked out from the DFB Pokal Cup, get kicked out from the Champions League, and now he is losing the title to Borussia Dortmund. It's not good enough. So let's quickly move to the Serie A. The Serie A is also taking its shape. The Serie A is taking its shape. AC Milan won by 5-1. They AC Milan poured all their anger on Samdoria. So goal scored by Rafael Leao, Olivier Giroud hat trick. Ibrahim Diaz also scored a goal. So that is 5 goals. The Samdoria goal was scored by Quagliarella. A very, 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 very household name in Spanish, in Italian football. So 5-1, very brilliant game by all standard from AC Milan. Before the game, Rafael Leao was awarded with the Player of the Month of April. He was awarded with the award. He took his award, scored the first goal. Rafael Leao is a very fine player. I'm not surprised AC Milan doesn't want Rafael Leao to move from the team. He's performing brilliant for them. Napoli also pasted Inter Milan 3-1. Inter Milan, I think it is fatigue. Because the game they didn't perform to that standard I expected Inter Milan to perform to. Lukaku scored again. He's on fine form for Inter Milan. It's not easy. Lukaku is performing. Zambo Anguissa, that goal from Anguissa, that was a volley, that was a hit from Zambo Anguissa. Zambo Anguissa, he got a red card, I think, their last two games, and then he came back. That goal was just mind busting, mind blowing, brilliant goal. Onana had no chance. His countryman hitting a shot at him like that. It is not easy. But after the game, they laughed, talked and all of that. It is football. Di Lorenzo also scored a brilliant goal, a top bins goal. We call it top bins goal. Um, Gaetano also scored the last goal 90 plus 4 minutes for Napoli. So they pasted Inter Milan 3-1. I think it is fatigue. Inter Milan lost. Lukaku scored a goal. I honestly want Lukaku to stay at Inter Milan. Inter Milan just bring us the money. This time around, we are taking 11 million loan fee, and then for the second year. So when he plays the second year, we are going to buy him 60 million. We are going to at least get something from you. You have to bring the money, Inter Milan. So Lukaku is doing well for Inter Milan. They were pasted 3-1. They lost. Lazio also won by 1-0. Goal scored by Ciro Immobile. It was a penalty. A lot happened in this game. Missing chance after chance after. But in the 61st minute, Ciro Immobile converted the penalty, and Lazio won by 1-0 against Udinese. So that is what is happening. Let's move to Atlanta. Atlanta also won by 3-1 against Hellas Verona. Hellas Verona scored the first goal. I thought Atalanta had already lost. But David Zapacosta equalized it. Pazalic also added it to be a comeback. Pazalic also scored a goal. I'm happy for Pazalic. David Zapacosta, former Chelsea players, they scored a goal. And a goal was also scored by the top striker. And then this striker, Hotland, this striker is very hot on the market. Chelsea are chasing Hotland. They call him the next Haaland though, but he's a bit. He has the Norwegian players. Their hair, they look similar. So Hotland also scored a brilliant goal. A young striker who is performing very very well for Atlanta. He has been benching Duvan Zapata nowadays, so he's doing well. Hotland is doing brilliant for Atlanta. So let's quickly move to the table for the points. 36 games played so far, left with only 2 games to go. Napoli has 86 points. Of course, they are the champions of the league. Juventus is sitting second, 69 points. They have one game in hand. So when they win, they are going to move to 72. So the third position is Lazio, 68 points, a very high boost for their Champions League hopes. Inter Milan 66, AC Milan 64. So the top four race in the Serie A is, there is competition out there. Atalanta has 61, Roma 59. I think Roma is not going to qualify. The only chance for Roma to qualify for the next Champions League is the Europa League. So they have to be very, 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 very crucial. Win the Europa League and qualify for the Champions League. That is your only option right now. So the top four race for the Serie A is on. So the relegation zone, Samdoria has 18 points. They have already been relegated. Cremonese also has 24 points, 2 games to go. Cremonese has also been relegated because they have 24 points. And then the team Spezia sitting on 17th has 31 points. So even if they win their next 2 games, they are going to get 30 points. So they are already relegated. A team that can escape relegation is Hellas Verona. They have 30 points. Spezia also has 31 points. So they are going to battle with Spezia for the relegation zone. So that is what happened in the the Serie A teams, the Italian teams are performing, especially in Europe. They have Fiorentina in the Europa Conference League. They have AS Roma in the Europa League. They have Inter Milan in the Champions League. So they are doing brilliant this season in Europe. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the video. This is the weekend review of the top 5 European leagues. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click on the post notification bell so that anytime you upload, you'll be the first person to see it. Make sure you like this video if you like it very much. Um, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.